Workday's over, it was productive, but we're not done. In this episode, we're gonna bring you guys to YB Sherry's house as we meet with the party planners of the 100 Mile Ruck March.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true stock trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one.
It's almost time to get out of here. So like I said, tonight we're headed to YB Sherry's house. Tonight is the final event planning meeting. So it's gonna be fun. Tonight we're gonna sit down with each one of the party planners to talk about exactly what they have in store for us. So let me tell you about the event. Day one starts at YB Sherry's house. That's who the event is for, and so we're gonna start there. We're gonna hike 25 miles to Milkroom Brewery. Chandra is the party planner for Milkroom Brewery, and tonight she's gonna go over all of the events she has for us. I heard there's face painting and karaoke and a slip and slide, so she's gonna go over those details so that we know exactly what that party is going to entail and make sure we're crossing our T's and dotting our I's. On day two, the athletes are gonna wake up, they're gonna step off at Milkroom Brewery, and we're going to Stone Cow. At Stone Cow, the party planner is Joe Ford. Joe has also planned a ton of things for everybody to be able to do. I believe there's even a cornhole tournament, so we're gonna learn the details of that tonight. As always, the athletes wake up, step off from Stone Cow, and this time we're going to Oakholm Brewery. Oakholm Brewery is a party planner named Abby. You'll meet her tonight and find out all the things that she has planned. I heard things like dunk tanks are involved, so that one should be a really, really, really good night as well. Finally, on the last day, we're leaving Oakholm. We're headed right back to where it all started at YB and Sherry's house. Rebecca and Robyn from YB Sherry's house are planning the finish line party. I heard DJs, bouncy houses, all kinds of fun activity for families as they congratulate their athlete as they cross the finish line. So, it's about time. We gotta get out of here. We got 4 more weeks, so it's time to step off. It's time to get to work. I'm not stressed about the 100 Mile Ruck March yet, because there's still almost 5 weeks, but it's pretty close. I literally don't want to do this Ruck March. Like, I'm driving this and this is part of the course. I'm like, God, I know. We're 3 miles in and I'm already like, I don't even want to do this. I don't want to walk this. All right, we're here at YB Sherry's house. About to head in, meet everybody. If you haven't been in here before, you'll also get a chance to see the inside of Sherry's house. Come on.
So I feel super fortunate to be here. So thank you from a parent as well as a staff member for all that you guys are doing. So this is our arts and crafts room. So we use this room for birthday parties, end of chemo parties. We use it for summer camp. We have had wakes in here for families that don't want to do that in a funeral home. So it really is an all-purpose room.
Movie room.
And a movie room. We do, yeah, we do. So actually, we're gonna scoot and go this way because it's a little bit easier. So this is our suite. It is basically a fully enclosed apartment within Sherry's house. This is used primarily for kids who have to be on isolation. So if they've had a transplant, they usually have to be on isolation for 100 days. They can come in here and stay in here and they don't have to interact with anybody else in the house. It's also used as a hospice suite. So if we have a child that's terminal and the family doesn't want the child to go home, but they don't want to be in the hospital, they can come in here. And what's great about that is we don't have things like visiting hours. So if it's 3 in the morning, your child's not doing well, and you want all your family to come in, they just come to that side door, they come in, it doesn't bother anybody else. but they still have privacy. It still feels like home. So we have a lot of flexibility. Not being part of like a national organization like Ronald McDonald House or anything like that, we set our own criteria as far as who comes and stays with us. So we don't have timelines. You know, you don't have 2 weeks here and then you're out. We've had families that have stayed here for 3 years. We've had families that have stayed here for a week. So we can really determine what the family needs and accommodate that. So we really tried to think of everything that we could possibly think of that would make this feel like home, be comfortable, and the best experience possible.
This is really nice.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. And just so you know, all of our services are always free to our family, so they don't pay to stay here. We don't charge them for food or anything like that. And all of our fun services, like the events and things like that, everything is always free. If we had a family that needed actual more sleeping space, we can actually close this door and lock it so no one from this side of the house can get in. We can prop that door open, and then they've got another bedroom that we can accommodate at least 2 more people to sleep in. So again, if you had a child that was passing away and you wanted extended family here, we've got the room to accommodate them so that everyone can be together. Wow. So this is actually the Monopoly bills are glued on here, and a board and all that kind of thing. Many TikToks have been made in here, especially by the teenage girls that come. So again, when we have families here, we try to work it out where each family has their bedrooms and then they have their own bathrooms. So this is now like the old section of the house, or the original house. So when Sherry Shepherd was at UMass, she said to her dad, we need a place where parents can get together and support each other, and also where they can get some respite. So this was all her idea. She was 13 years old. She was the first patient at UMass in their oncology program. When she passed away, her dad made it his mission to see her dream happen. So they purchased this old Victorian house, which was completely dilapidated. It was in terrible condition. They refinished it, then eventually raised enough money to add onto it, to add the suite and the arts and crafts room. So these are what we kind of call the quiet rooms, or the more mellow living rooms. In this room in particular, at Christmas time every year, we do what's called the angel tree. So we invite all of our bereaved families back to the house. We have a special Christmas tree that every child's name is written on a ribbon and it's put on there. And what's to me is so special about that is that they call off each child's name one by one. When you're a bereaved parent, you don't hear your child's name a lot. When you have living children, you hear Hannah's mom, Ethan's mom, but you don't hear your child's name. So to hear that and to have that moment where your child's name is said in front of everybody feels really, really good. So usually they'll call your child's name, they hand your family your ribbon, you go into the angel tree, you put your ribbon on there, and you just have a moment. And it's a really, really powerful night. Really emotional, but really powerful. This is our food pantry.
After you, go ahead.
So this is our food pantry. So all of this food is donated. Different companies, different schools, they'll do food drives for us. This is open to any Wyoming family. They don't have to just live here. So if it's a bereaved family, if it's a family whose child is a cancer survivor and have been off treatment for 10 years, they can still come here. They just come in, they grab a bag, and they take what they need, no questions asked. So this is something that we always have up on our website, what we're looking for, but it's been really helpful because a lot of our families, one parent has to leave their job because there's so many appointments for the child that they lose half their income. So money becomes a real issue. So this just relieves one stress that they might have, where they can come and grab goldfish and oatmeal and not have to worry about it. Move in, we kind of assign them a set of cabinets, a refrigerator, and then they pick which stove they want. They make all of their meals on their own. They clean up after themselves. they can pull from the pantry, whatever they need to do. But it's nice because a lot of times they all end up eating together. Whenever we do our support groups, we do a meal beforehand, and it's just potluck. We just put everything up on the counter, and it just gives people a chance to kind of mingle and feed the kids. And then after that, we divide everybody up, and the kids play and run around like crazy, and the parents go to support group. So if you've ever heard of the book Sudoku, it's about a little girl who has leukemia, and she's told that if she makes 1,000 cranes, she can make a wish and her wish will come true. So her wish was that she be cured from leukemia. So we had a group that offered to make us 1,000 cranes. So that's why you see the cranes up there. And the idea behind this room was that you felt like you were outside, even though you're still in. So that's part of the reason it kind of sticks out like this.
Can I turn on the fan? Like?
Yeah.
I think it's not here.
And this room is nice because when we have younger kids that are sick, they can't go to places like the YMCA or Chuck E. Cheese or anything like that. There's just too many germs. So the parents can bring them in here, and it's kind of a change of scenery for them and mom or dad. And they know that all the toys are cleaned and sterilized, so they don't have that fear. This is Jade. Jade is living with us right now while she's having some checkups. So we've known Jade for a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
When were you diagnosed?
I was here, I came here when I was like 10 years old, and my first cancer. Then they stayed with me. All of the Christmas here is amazing. I love it. Then when I finished my cancer, I went back to Puerto Rico, but then I got cancer again, and I came here, and then I finished it, and then I got cancer again, and I came here again. Because we don't live here, we live over there.
Mm-hmm. She just loves to see us.
Yeah, but I like staying here.
And when you go back in July, right?
Yeah, in July. If everything comes negative, I go back to Puerto Rico.
This will be the
So if you come here, it's like the maze. This is the magic toy room. So this, when we get toy donations, we put them in here, and then we will have families come and shop for Christmas. They'll come and shop for birthdays. They'll come and shop for end of chemo parties, and we just let them take whatever they want. But again, this is something that, like, if a family doesn't have the money and their kid's having a birthday, we just say, what do you want?
Yeah.
And they take it, and we get replenished every year, especially at Christmas. So yeah.
Any questions? Everybody's got a good understanding of it now, right?
You guys, there is some appetizer food. Help yourself, please.
All right, so from after today, basically, we'll just work with you guys individually. Like if any one of you guys needs something, we'll just work together individually, but this is our last chance to bring everybody together, brainstorm.
Awesome. So we do have karaoke lined up.
Nice.
That is a go.
I figured that whole area, long and narrow, can be for the boards. On the right-hand side, we can have signage, try and attract people from the actual bar.
If I need to do it,
Lots of time.
if I need to do it by then, I will.
If I drink enough, I'll do it.
You're drinking at 12
But if I-
o'clock, and you can drink it.
You'll be fine. Our idea is to really try to keep the kids as entertained as they can, since we don't know when people are going to be coming in.
Thank you again for hosting me for dinner.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys got to come.
All right, that's it. We just met with all the party planners. Everybody did a great job. Everybody's prepared. There's only a few outstanding items left over, and then it's time to just rock and party every single night and raise a lot of money for a great charity like YB Sherry's House. So thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you guys at the event.